It's January 30th, 2022. Probably what prompted me to make this short clip, try not to bore you for too long, is the recent passing of Meatloaf. And there's a number of YouTube clips I've seen where he speaks prior to his death, fairly recently prior to his death, about some life choices and so forth, and what was coming for him in the future. And I mean, he wasn't expecting to die, but he did, which is a bit sad. Anyway, and it just, I don't know, makes me reflect on my own life a little bit. And yeah, look, I used to be married. I had 3 children that I know of with my ex-wife. We kind of finished up in 2001. Sort of got back together for a short time in 2002. Because for me, I was the one that left, but for me, at least initially, it's quite a change to sort of walk out on a fairly long relationship. And yeah, I missed her a lot at the start. Anyway, she got pregnant in that short time we were back together, and then left again. So I guess, of my 3 children, the one I had the least to do with was the youngest, born in 2002. And yeah, look, at the start, they used to come over and stay some weekends with me. And at that time, I was still looking to find, I thought, the next, life partner for me, which hasn't really happened. And it's all a bit sad, really. But I've made some in 2007, which is the last time I saw, that I know of, my children and my ex-wife, was Christmas Day 2007, where we had Christmas lunch. And I remember she had a new boyfriend, and she sort of said, because up till then it was sort of an open house for me, just about. I could visit any time I wanted. She shifted up to Clare, and she said that she was going to be moving in with him. He was actually, the new boyfriend, he was actually making some changes to the house to accommodate her 3 children. I think he had 1 child of his own. And that obviously I wouldn't be able to just sort of rock up at his house. He wasn't really comfortable with it, so she needed a bit more space. So I sort of did, allowed more space, and then sort of suddenly I think that fell through. Really not sure, because she never told me. But look, I remember one time, I think, I don't know, 2 of them were sleeping over. Used to live in Blackwood Railway Station. And I remember I left them home to go up the road to meet a woman who was going to meet me up the road from where I lived in the Blackwood Railway Station. But it just so happened that my son heard me go out, and he rang his mum, petrified that they were home alone in the station. And anyway, got blasted for that. And I guess they were kind of bored coming over my house, because there wasn't really any toys or anything. Everything was at home. But anyway, look, course of I got in some trouble with the law subsequent years, and my lawyer told me, because on one occasion I attended court via video link, and apparently the 2 oldest had come to court they wanted to see me, apparently just so they could laugh. Anyway, sort of got the impression that, I embarrassed them. But funnily enough, they all still want to keep my name. I don't know why. It's so bad. It's such an embarrassment. But anyway, look, I suppose the point of this is, I'll think about dying and death a lot. And I don't think I would actually kill myself. But that would not really ever enter. I just think about when's it going to happen, how's it going to happen. Sort of my best friend last, 6 years. It's been my little dog Bones. She's my little sidekick. And look, probably knowing everything I know now, for what it's worth, and I don't want anything from the kids or from my ex-wife. Really don't want anything. But for what it's worth, I think if I had my time over, I probably should have just tucked my head in and stayed with them. That way I'd still have, family. But I don't. I got nothing. Father murdered my mum when I was little. Grew up in boys' homes. Been in a bit of trouble with the law. And tennis is on. And anyway, made my bed. That's it. I'll sort of settle for it. But another interesting thing I thought about over the years, and it's like my whole adult life, I always had a silent number, because I didn't want my father to, he threatened me too. He wanted to kill me as well, apparently. And I didn't want him rocking up, and just had a silent phone number. Anyway, he killed himself in 1999, and they put an ad in the paper to find me, the funeral people, I just thought when he died, it was all a bit sad, because even though he's a fucking arsehole, he sort of really put my life on this sort of trajectory of boys' homes and dramas. Anyway, and but I've always thought you can't really blame him for something that happened 1974, so it's at 48 years ago. He's not, the choices I make today, can't say, because Daddy was an arsehole 48 years ago. But anyway, they're my choices. But look, the main thing is, if I had my time over, I would have tucked my head in. And I think about dying a lot, because I don't know, I've pretty much a whole adult life had a problem with my weight. And I notice, my 3 children all seems like they're going to have problems with their weight. And, I just think to myself, 58 this year, you don't see too many. Well, I've been as high as 240 kilos. I think I'm roughly 195 at the moment, so I'm on the way down again. It might be 190, somewhere in that range. But it's just a slug, always having to watch what I eat, and because now I'm diabetic and stuff, and I just think you don't see too many 58-year-olds my weight, and that's gonna cost me somewhere along the line. But anyway, and the point was, got to wrap this up. When the old boy killed himself, I thought, shit, I'm really on my own now. And I sort of regret, rightly or wrongly, the 3 kids that I have. There's only really one person ever they can call dad, and that's me, because I actually am. But and they'll regret it when I'm gone one day. They'll reflect, and then I'll think, wow, I wonder what would happen if, But that's how it is. Anyway, I'll wrap this up for now.